I don't know about this one. Hello and welcome back to Stormin' Norman Says. I am Stormin' Norman. That must mean I have something to say. Got my Lochby here with all my topics we're going to discuss today. I got way too many. We may not get to the tin whistle, but we'll see what happens. My tea today, I just got some new ones in. Artillery Tea Company is where I've been ordering from. This one's Rack Out Remedy. Chamomile mint with chamomile, lemongrass, spearmint, and lavender. I'm not hopeful about it. I like my tea to be a little bit dark. That's a little bit, I can see the bottom of the cup. That might be a problem. So let's get right into it. First thing it's not in my notes, but I need to mention it because it's the last video we did. We talked about my tea ends, and I told you, hey, this way that I got it set up is up in the air. It could change, and it did, like right after I did that video. But there's a reason. So I had the big sterling ink one in here with my planner, and I decided that I would put my planner in here with my workbook. Just at least until I finish the workbook, which is, I got 3 more pages left, so we're going to keep these together till I finish my workbook there. And I took the sterling ink one, put it in my old brown one, and to be honest with you, it fits like a glove. It fits like it was made to be in here. So I'm like, I kind of want to keep it in here because it just feels right, just feels right. And what I did with this one, I'm turning it into a quotation book. So every time I see a quote online and I like it, I write it down. Every time I hear a quote somewhere, I write it down to the best of my ability to remember it. So this will become a quote book. And it'll be super awesome eventually. And also, I got my Pilot Metropolitan inked up with that Waringles human issue, the blood red one that I got for my haikus. I liked it so much, I filled up this one. I can't remember what it's called, but you probably know what it is if you're a fountain pen person. Hong Dian Forest series. I put the red ink, the blood red in here, and I've been doing my calendar with it. I like it. It's just like the perfect red. Anyway, that was not in the show notes. Y'all got that one for free. Won't even charge you for it. Where do we begin? Because these are like not in any particular order. So I'm going to cross them off as we go so I don't get all messed up, because I'm not going to talk about it in the order I got them wrote down here. Let's go with book writing progress. I told y'all I was working on writing a book. By the way, when we get done here, I got a date with these Oreos right here. I've been working on my book, and I'm kind of, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. I'm not sure sometimes if I'm going to be able to write enough words to fill up a book, especially because the other day somebody told me what a book was. Like 15,000 words is considered a short story, and you got to go over that if it's going to be a book. I got a long way to go, but I also got a lot to say. I'm at 1,652 words now as far as what I've typed on the computer, and I got some more stuff I've written in the Leuchtturm that I need to add to this. So on one hand, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get to say 20 or 30,000 words. I don't know. But I also know I got a lot of things I want to say and I want to talk about. And it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute. But when I get done with this, I'm really going to be proud of it. Really going to be happy with it. So I'm at 1,652 words right now, I got a ways to go. I talked about this in the last video as well, about the girly accessories. I was looking for a brass clip for my new TN, and everything I come across was like flowers, butterflies, dragonflies, all kinds of girly things. And I'm like, why are we getting left out as dudes? Like, almost made me want to make my own accessories. I don't really think that'd be a good idea. I do want to open another, like a merch store. I've done that before and it didn't really work out for me. But I'm thinking, like, if this channel gets to like 1,000 subs, I might launch another store. And I don't just want to sell merch for the channel. I want to sell, I have ideas in my head for like t-shirts and stuff I want to make. So it would be kind of a general store, to use an old-fashioned term. But there would be merch for the channel on there as well. But just some designs I got come up with. But anyway, whenever you're going to look for something and you can't find it, you're like, man, I could just make it myself. But that's not really practical for me. I don't even know who to contact to make brass clips for me. But it ain't just the brass clips, it's the other stuff as well. Like, make some manly stuff. Like, if I'm not really one to put charms on my TN, but if there were some manly ones out there, maybe I might be willing. I doubt it, because they would seem like they would snag on stuff. Make some manly accessories, you know? Some skulls. Not necessarily, but you know what I'm going with here. Like skulls and things that dudes like trucks. Things like that. Anyhow, I feel like I covered that pretty well already. I got a notebook. And this is going to bleed into the next topic a little bit. So, what did I buy? I bought something off of Jet Pens, I believe it was. Oh, a pen. Let me get it for you. Somebody had suggested in the comments about Lamy rollerballs. So I bought one. And I bought one in Cleveland Guardians colors. Blue and red. They had it on there and I was like, gotta have it right now. So I ordered this. I don't love the refill, to be honest with you. This is a Lamy Safari rollerball. I don't love the refill, so I might check and see what else is out there. But I got it. I don't like the refill, but I like the pen a whole lot. Obviously, I like the Safari fountain pen that I have. That clip, I think, is what makes me like it. I just really love that clip that it has as it falls off my crappy pen stand. So I ordered this, and Jet Pens was like, hey bud, you're $15 or something away from free shipping. And I tell you what, whenever somebody tells me that, like if they'd be like, you're like $79 away from free shipping, well, I'm not going to go buy $79 worth of stuff just to get free shipping. But if you tell me I'm like $15 away from free shipping, I can find something for $15. So I've been wanting to try one of these. I got the Midori, the MD Midori notebook, lined. I heard the paper in this thing is fantastic. Can't wait to use it for something. I don't know. But I got it. Y'all ever use the MD? Midori MD? This is A5. And did I buy... I bought this before I found out about the next thing we're going to talk about. But when I bought the next thing that we're going to talk about, I realized that these two would go together like peanut butter and jelly. So the next thing I want to talk about is Lochby. They got me again. They got me again. I bought, what was it? 2 months ago roundabout, I bought the mini field journal because I love the regular field journal so much. And I bought this thinking to myself, I don't know what I'm going to use that for. Don't have a need to have it or a use for it. But I bought it anyway. And we did a video on it at least. Which didn't perform as well as I thought it would. That's life sometimes. But I got, these 3 different inserts in it. And it's cool. I like it. I just don't really have a use for it. However, Lochby had to go and make a zipper folio. They had to go and do it. If you've ever looked at the field notebook right here and said, I wish that had a zipper on it. They made one. The Lochby, I think they call it the field folio. I'm not real sure. But it's this with a zipper. And I seen it, and it's got the elastics in it, blah, 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 this and that. And I'm like, I gotta have it. I got to have it. And it's a little bit different than this on the inside. It's got a pocket here, across here, and the pin loop is up here. Like you stick it in here sideways to hold the pin. And it's got the same elastics, I believe, and everything else. But it has a zipper. And I looked at it, and I'm like, dude, I just bought the field notebook, the mini. I'm like, I don't need to buy another Lochby product. But then I got to thinking how I could use it. That Leuchtturm that I keep in my bag for writing my book in it. This Midori would fit right in it. Those Studio Neat tote books fit in it. I'm like, I could take my poetry journal. I've not even been carrying it to work with me because I got that Leuchtturm in there for my book I'm writing. And I can't fit both of them in there. Technically I could, but it would make my bag even heavier and bulkier. So with the field folio, when I get it, which I guess will be in a week or two, is pre-order, I could put my poetry notebook in there. I could put my other notebook that I'm using for my novel in there. I could put this Midori notebook in there. I mean, just take a whole bunch of things and just put them all in one place. And it'll be wonderful. At least that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. We'll find out. It was not cheap. I'll tell you that. It was not cheap. But Lochby makes good stuff. And I can't wait to get it. Try it out. I think it's going to be awesome. So now we're going to do a section called Things I Forgot to Say. I thought of this because I did a video and somebody was asking me a question about something in the comments. And I'm like, dang it, I forgot to throw that in the video. Forgot to mention that in the video. But from the pocket dump video, where I talked about all the things I carry with me on a daily basis, I did not talk about my keys. Forgot to talk about my keys. I kind of carry them with me. Like, as soon as I get to work, I unlock all the doors and then I throw them on my desk. But back when I used to do lawn care, like, they were kind of a big deal. First of all, I got this carabiner. How old do you think that is? Would you say 15 years? Because I've had it for about 15 years. I got this carabiner probably 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. I've had it a minute. I've tried to get rid of it several times. Like, I'd find something else, be like, I'd be working better than this old carabiner. Nope. I always end up putting this back on my keys. When you buy a carabiner nowadays, especially if it's a cheap one, it has a notch right here. And then this little metal thing here sits down in the notch, and I hate that. I bought a couple to replace this, and it had that little notch in it, and when you go to take it off your belt, it gets caught on your belt loop, and I hate it. So I stick with this one because it don't have that stupid notch on the inside of the hook. Got a pry bar. I bought other pry bars before. People that carry pry bars, EDC pry bars, and I'm like, they're cool looking, but you don't use them. I've carried one around thinking that this would be helpful. I don't use it. You don't use yours either if you carry one. So I got this one that goes on my keychain. I'm in a Facebook group called Budget EDC, and another one called EDC Crazy. They were run by the same guy, and he has his own store. I don't know if he still does, called the Rule Number 9 store, and he sold these, and I bought one, and it comes in handy when I'm driving down the road, and got my Mountain Dew sitting there. I can't get the top open, or I bought a Red Bull or something, a Monster. I can't get the daggum my finger under the pull tab. I just grab my keys here, stick it in there, or when I got a can of Vienna sausages, stick it under the pull tab, lift it right on up. And finally, a Phoenix. It's a Phoenix little flashlight that I keep on there. It does a lot of things. Bright, 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 and dim again. And then there's a way you can make it be red, but I don't remember how to do that. I do it by accident sometimes though. I had my keys on I keep them on my front loop, and I was walking across the warehouse one day, looking at the knee on my pants. I was like, why is my knee red? Because I had the red light accidentally turned on. It was shining on my knee. I was like, what the heck? Somebody got a laser scope on me? So that's what I carry on my keys. They're pretty importante. Other thing I want to mention was that overconsumption video. One of the whole point was that not a lot of people watched that video, which was exactly my prediction, that nobody would watch it. I think it has 87 views on it, but that's pretty much how I thought it would go. But that's okay, because like I said, I want to talk about what I want to on this channel. You watch it or you not watch it. But in that video I talked about, all these expensive Bibles I have, and like why do we do that? And about how we spend a lot of money on things that we enjoy, always thinking that the next one is going to be the one. And it don't always work out that way. And one of the things about all these expensive Bibles I got is I learned that an expensive Bible feels so much better in your hand. Like like sitting and reading it when you gotta hold it open, stiff cover, you're not going to read it very long. So when you got a Bible that has some soft, supple goatskin leather on it, you'll sit there and hold that thing for hours and read out of the Word of God. Let me try this tea. Tastes as bad as I thought it would, but hopefully it makes me sleepy. So that's things I forgot to say. We'll make that a thing going forward. Upcoming videos. We're going to do one on the Lochby, obviously, when it gets here. I got a book coming. I want to do a video on that book. The funny thing was I started to do a video on it yesterday. I got home and I had a book in the mail, and I'm like, oh, this is that book. I was like, I'm going to go right on inside and do a video unboxing it, talking about this book. And I hit record, and I'm doing the thing. It wasn't the book I thought it was. I forgot I ordered two. I ordered two at the same time, but apparently they shipped them separately. So this is the book I got yesterday, the bullet journal method. We're going to read through that. But the book that I wanted to do a video on still hasn't come yet, so we'll get to that event. It might be the next video. Who knows? I want to do a video on the Lochby, the book I got coming. I don't want to tell y'all the name of it because I'm going to give away the secrets. I got a video I'm working on called What to Write in Your Journal. And I got a whole list of other videos. Those are the three that are kind of on deck, unless I think of something else. But like I said, I got a list of videos I want to make, but they're nowhere in the planning stages just yet. But look for those coming up. I got ideas on doing a video on how to live your life for you, for yourself, and not living to please other people or what you think other people think about you and whatnot. A lot of stuff is going to be in my book when I get it done. But that's videos I got coming up. Also, I want to, in the next edition of the ramblethon, ask me anything. I got to think about that the other day. I was like, you know what we could add? Might spice things up a little bit. Y'all ask me questions. So, not now, because we got like a whole month to get there. But when we get close to the ramblethon for March, I'll post a video or something asking y'all to, if you got questions for me about whatever. Answering questions can be fun. It can be stationary related. It can be related to nothing even remotely to do with this channel. You can ask me a question and we'll answer it at the end of March. And I wish I would do something about the Velcro on this dang charging cable that keeps sticking to my sock. So that's that. Let's check that one off. This ink is starting to turn black. Probably because I didn't clean this out very good. Logo and stickers. I want to make stickers with the channel logo on them. The only thing is that I don't really have a logo. Like, I know you're thinking, well, you got one on your channel. It's just kind of something I threw together in Canva because the one I had before that, which was the wax seal, like I didn't feel like you could really see it very well. So I made the one that I have now, but that's not really like my final logo. I don't know if y'all have any ideas of where I can get a logo. I've almost wanted to try Fiverr. I think that's what it's called. Fiverr, where you can hire somebody who's like smart to do things for you. But I don't know about all that. I might just come up with something in Canva again, something a little bit more simple. We'll think about that, but I wanted to make it into stickers, so we can give some stickers away and stuff like that. Also, that kind of bleeds into something that I'm not going to do, but I'm going to talk to you about it. I want to put more. I feel like I need more structure to my channel, because I kind of I want to do a video, and I sit down and do a video, and then I release the video. I feel like I should do there should be a video on this day, like every Monday. There's a video going to come out, and every Thursday a video is going to come out. But in my head, that sounds like a great idea. That's how I did it on my old channel when I had a podcast on my old channel. Every Monday, new episode came out, and that it kind of fluctuated depending, but for the most part, it was Monday, and I think it was Thursday at some point. But for the most part, there was one day of the week at a certain time when a new video came out on my other channel. That's not really how I've been doing this channel. I just kind of, whenever I get an idea, put it together, throw it out there. So, I want to have structure, but will I stick to it? I don't know. I don't know if I will. And also, y'all know I'm a Christian. Obviously, at this point, I made that video, made a couple of videos, made that one video about the comments I was getting on a certain video. But y'all know I'm a Christian, and it is my duty to spread the gospel. It is my duty, to live a life that honors and glorifies God. So, some of y'all here, I understand y'all are not into that kind of thing, which is hurtful, sad. I don't want to see nobody die and go to hell, but we each got to make our own decision. So some of y'all are Christians, and some of y'all watch my podcast when I used to do the podcast, and y'all saw me over here and came over here. I appreciate it. So I want to start doing some Bible videos, like one a month maybe. I feel like that'd be good, like one a month, because I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about maybe once a month I do a Bible related video, and that way all y'all who are like, you know, heathens and y'all want to go to hell, whatever it is y'all want to do, you can just bypass that video and just watch my other videos instead. Not real sure what I want to do the videos on. I had an idea, but I'm open to suggestions. My idea was to go take people's Google, you know, what questions do people Google about the Bible? And I found a couple sites and articles that have lists of the like top 10 most Googled Bible questions take those and answer them. And I do like one video per question and just go through the list and make a video answering these questions. That might be fun, maybe. But like I said, I'm open to suggestions for all y'all believers out there to watch my channel. What kind of Bible-based videos would you like to see me do? Well, we're up at 30 minutes now, and I've come a couple of these things I'm not even going to worry about. But we will do this. My timer says we're at 32 minutes. By the time I edit this, I can cut 3 or 4 minutes out of it. But I said we was going to do this last time, and I was not prepared for it, so we're going to do it this time. So I could have done this at the beginning, but I know how YouTube works. A lot of people that start at the beginning of the video don't make it to the end of the video. So if you're still here at the end of the video, we're going to do a giveaway. Now, these are, I did a video on these, not on this channel, on my, well, it's called the Outdoor Introvert now, but it was called Storm Norman Reviews before that, like way back in the day. So I did like this was before I got my traveler's notebook. I didn't want to spend that kind of money on a traveler's notebook, so I was like buying up cheaper versions that I could find, and these were some of the ones I got. I can't remember what, I ordered this one first. And then I realized they had other sizes, so I was like, why don't I get all 3 of them and do a video on it? So if you would like to see that video, it's on the Outdoor Introvert channel. I'll put a link to it in the description. Let me write that down because y'all know how I am. I'll write that down so I don't forget. So I bought, like I said, I bought these 3 so I could do a video on them. And I still like this one. I don't want to get rid of this one. I'm going to hold on to this one because I still think I can get some use out of it in the future. But these, I ain't never going to use these. So what these are is the September leather. Now if you go to Amazon and you search for September leather / Newister traveler's notebooks, you're going to see 2 different things. You may not see these because I'm under the impression that they kind of change them out, and maybe these are discontinued, I don't know, but they have the spine on them, kind of like a 3-ring binder, and they got 4 strings in there. They got pockets, pocket there, and then little card pockets right there, and a pin loop. And same as this is the passport size. The pockets, the pocket there, 4 strings, and a pin loop. And actually, their elastic feels thicker than Traveler's does. But I went through these before I started this video and removed the inserts that I had written in, which was all of these, and all but one of these. was written in. So that's the blanket. And I was like, I'm just going to leave that in there because I ain't going to use it. And I'm not 100% sure that standard Traveler's Notebook inserts fit in here because they're just a little bit taller. I mean, they'll fit in there like that, but I don't know. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but I'm going to leave that insert in there because I haven't used it. It's blank. And then I went in my drawer and I found a blank. They're not Travelers Company branded. This is dot grid. Is this one dot grid too? This one's lined and this one's dot grid. So I just threw that in there because I'm like, you'll get a insert with this. You'll get an insert with this. And by the way, if you don't like that pin loop, that thing just lays flat against there. Close it right up. Don't even see it. Don't even see it. So if you want to win both of these, and this one has like a weird, I don't know what's wrong with the leather on this one. It's kind of weird looking, but gives it character, you know. So if you want to win both of these notebooks, and you've made it this far in the video, because you know all the people that already left, they don't get to win this. You do, because you're special, because you hung out with me this whole time. So if you want to win the, what is this, standard sized September leather newest or whatever they call themselves. I can't even remember words. Traveler's Notebook and the passport size. You know, they got the beefy spines on them, so you ain't got to worry about no notebook sticking out of them. Leave me a comment below. What shall the comment be? Comment below manly TN. You ain't got to be a man to win them. You can be a lady. It's okay. But comment below manly TN if you want to win one of these notebooks, and we'll pick a winner. Let's say 2 weeks. Say 2 weeks. What's 2 weeks from now? Probably shouldn't have put my light right in front of the calendar. Let's say St. Patrick's Day. That's about 2 weeks away, right? Let's just say St. Patrick's Day. So if you want to win these, comment below manly TN and you'll be entered to win, and we'll pick a winner chicken dinner. Not good. Not good at all. Well, judging by the time, we're not going to have time to get to the tin whistle this month. That'll just give me more time to practice for next time. Appreciate y'all watching my ramblethon. I've been Stormer Norman. I've said things. Y'all have a good evening.